Hey everybody, I'm excited to be here with my friend Parker Pemberton from Minnesota, who is absolutely crushing it in real estate, building an awesome team, and doing great things, buddy.
What's up, Anthony? Thanks for having me into the office. Yeah, I appreciate the intro. Where do you want to take it?
Well, I want to talk about your team. I mean, we met briefly in 2017 in Dana Point, California. I kind of wish we were there right now, but that's beside the point. And at that time, you were a single agent selling maybe 100 homes a year?
Yeah, we were right around 100.
Okay. And
30 million or so.
at that time?
Yeah.
And now, I mean, you came to my first Crush It in Real Estate coaching event, like team leader, broker owner, coaching event. What do we call it? We call it our growth and playbook event 2 summers ago right now.
Yep.
And at that time, you were doing how much business?
2023, we closed 700 transactions. It was right around 200 million in production.
And this year, you're going to close?
This year, we'll close 2,400 transactions, and it should be good for just shy of 900 million in production. It's weird to even say that, to be honest, but
Yeah, but what's amazing is your execution, okay? There's a lot of people that came to that event last year and the year before. And a lot of great people, a lot of people that added improvements to your business, but you're the best executor I've seen. And that's usually me. I'm known to be a good executor. I make things happen, but you are right there with me, buddy. And I'm so happy about it and the scale that you're adding. And I mean, let's go back in the time machine to when you started the team, and then some of the adjustments that you've made that we should talk about in front of everyone. We can leave out some things, but when you started the team, how did you start? Buyer's agent, what?
I think the important thing to mention first is that from day one, I've been really curious about this business in general and how to continuously grow. Mm-hmm. So from day one, it's been this progression of self-development and also business growth, and trying to see literally where, what comes around the next corner and who can I get access to and which rooms can I get into. And from the early days, we were just talking about this, it was the Tom Ferry Network.
Yeah, Tom does a great job.
I think third month in real estate, I jumped into the Tom Ferry Network, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't think is a normal thing for
Yep.
most solo agents. And that led me into many great relationships and friendships and great coaches that helped me along the way. And when we got introduced to each other, I was coming out here to look at what does that next level look like.
Yep.
And it's rare to actually have somebody like you, Anthony, to actually run an event like that. Most people are closed off. They don't want people to come into their rooms. And for somebody that is that far ahead to share what you guys are doing is absolutely invaluable.
Well, I just felt that, you're a team leader, and I went from single agent to small team to big team to power team to brokerage model. And I converted to a brokerage model 2015 to 17. And there are very specific things that I did. Give the agents more autonomy, allow for more generosity as they grow up. Allow them to get credit in the MLS, a lot of specific things that we had talked about. And I figured, why not share it? And there were other people that reached out and kind of pushed me on the event. Dan Bear is a friend out in San Diego. Dan pushed me on it, as well as some others. Mm-hmm. Gorian Tharach and Greg Hamry and
I think it was about 20 people or so first year.
The first year, yeah. And then last year we had about 15. And we didn't do it this year. We might do something specific to acquisitions, which, by the way, can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
You're going through a team acquisition right now.
We are, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Well, first, we at Pemberton Homes, we got ourselves to 80, 90 agents through just one-on-one, single agent growth,
Recruiting.
right? Yeah, recruiting. And what you realize is that you're bringing on the right people and you're creating the culture of the company, but when you really want to start growing, and what I learned from you guys is that it's called chunky growth.
Yeah.
You go and find, whether it's a team of 3 or a team of 20, or it's a brokerage of 3 or a brokerage of 200, like Anthony's bringing on. Yeah. It's chunky growth, which adds to your company. And so when I started to learn about that, my whole world was kind of flipped upside down back in 2023. And so we've completed 7 of those. We're working on an 8th right now.
Yeah, teams.
Yeah,
And
team merger.
You're targeting other teams within EXP or outside companies or both?
I'm working on all of them. Anybody that would fit our model that sees a mutual benefit of partnering up, I think right now is an absolute maybe the most opportune time to be doing these sorts of mergers and acquisitions. And so I saw the opportunity and I just doubled down on it, and it's taken our business completely a different direction.
Well, and that's how you can grow in chunks. And I have to credit Tim. We had a guy here for a few years who was helping us with, acquisitions and things, and he used to call it chunky growth, and I kind of passed that on to you. But Chet Black's recruiting model helps. We both use it, more than helps. It works, and we both used it over the years. And I know you coach with John as well.
Yep, absolutely. He's a huge influence in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. John's terrific. And I mean, I got on his coaching in November of 17. We had 93 agents, and today we have 760. And we went 93 to 500 in about probably 5 years, 5 years. And then we made some changes in the last couple of years, acquired 11 companies, but we stopped taking on brand new agents. So that slowed down our agent count, but our productivity per agent has gone up. And, that certainly helped us a lot. Now let's talk about marketing and branding. You're branding the group, the team, your company as Pemberton Homes.
Correct. Yeah.
Smart. This guy pays attention, takes notes. I'm not going to show his notes. And he implements, folks, implements. That is a big problem that so many realtors have, so many team leaders have, so many broker owners have, is you actually have to go back and try things and fail at things. Have you failed at some things?
Yeah,
have you made some mistakes?
Yeah.
Have you called me and said, dude, this isn't working like I thought or like you explained, and we discuss it and you improve it? That's business. He's not scared. You can't be scared. But go ahead, explain that. Pemberton Homes, not Pemberton Homes team.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I just feel like we're in business to create a legacy, and time's ticking. I mean, every day that we waste is a wasted opportunity to grow. And
it's so funny. We're like brothers from another mother or something. It's like, I always say, every hour that goes by, you'll never see that hour again as long as you live.
I mean, the wildest thing at this point is that it's really not even about the money anymore. It's almost like we're playing a sport. We're just always trying to get better. It's a game. Like, we're trying to help everyone around us win, and that's fun. Like, when everybody gets to win around you, that's extremely motivated and fun. So yeah, for me, I just don't see any reason to not try our absolute hardest and try to get to that next level. The implementation, maybe it comes from my golf background, maybe it comes from just valuing people ahead of me, showing me what's around that next corner or two, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of all of that combined.
You're just doing it.
Yeah.
And the team name, though, I want to talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, so you get to a certain point in your growth where every market's different first, but you might get to 50, 60, 70, 80 agents, and all of a sudden the marketplace looks at a team differently than what they look at a brokerage.
Correct.
And when you're branding a team, let's just be honest, there are people out there that just simply don't want to be on a team. And so if you want to continue to grow and you want to continue to expand into demographics that would normally not want to be on a team, you have to change the marketing around that.
Correct.
So when we went to Pemberton Homes, it was a rebrand, and I think we did it late 2023. And we went from 80 agents to today we have 182, and I believe we're onboarding 6 as we're talking right now.
So 185 agents right now, and then you're going to close about $900 million this year.
Right there, yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah.
And what's the future look like? What's the plan?
Honestly, the future is it's stay in the trench that we're in right now, continue to do the things that we're doing, don't get distracted by outside influences. I feel like this marketplace right now that we're in is just filled with distraction from top to bottom. And so for us, the 3 things we focus on: recruiting, retention of those great agents, and per agent productivity, which is it encompasses the activities, it encompasses skill set and mastery, it encompasses all the things that are around. If we can bring up, and Anthony too, if you can bring up your per agent productivity by 1.5 sales or 2 sales, your production jumps. So those 3 things together is what we're focusing on right now.
I love it, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Good job.
Yeah,
doing a great job. Happy to have you here. And speaking of when he mentioned being in rooms, there's no official event going on right now, but he just called me and said, I want to visit. And I get those calls all the time. And most of the time I tell the truth. We're too busy. We don't have time for visitors. But this guy we're happy to have because he's kicking ass.
And last thing I'll say is that if you're watching this, like, it truly does matter which rooms you get into and who you surround yourself with. if you're not surrounding yourself with people that are above you and beyond you and that can mentor you and help you, you're just going to be the average of the mean that you hang out with. So, would love for somebody to come back to us a couple of years from now and say, hey, I remember that Parker and Anthony talked about this, and I got myself into this room, and my business grew, because that's truly the story of my career.
You're absolutely right about that. And, I do the same thing. I always say half of being successful is just showing up. And that's something that I've done for years. You got to show up, and then you have to implement. All right, folks, thank you all. Thank you, Parker. Good luck. Happy home selling.